What's good, CCMAFIA? Welcome back to another video. Tonight we are folding clothes. Y'all gonna do some, oh shit, hold on. Y'all gonna do some laundry with me. And we are about to talk about something that I've never been comfortable openly discussing, but since following this Facebook page, I see a lot of young girls and a lot of older women and guys who, you know, are experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. So that lets me know that, you know, there's really nothing to be ashamed of. It's not just me. For the longest, I thought it was just me. There's other people like me. And, you know, this video just may, you know, pop up on somebody's timeline who, you know, goes through the same thing that I've gone through and still currently go through. And it may, you know, give them some relief, like, dang, you know, I'm not the only person who going through this. Like, I found somebody like me. Like, it's crazy. So I wanted to discuss me living with an OCD. Well, I don't really know if it's an OCD or if it's, because it's kind of categorized as an OCD in some areas, but then some people say it's a mental disorder. But either way it goes, I feel like an OCD is a sub branch of mental disorders. So I have been living with this since I was, I want to say 13, I think. Yeah, I think 13. And it's called trichotillomania. So, I will put up here, I don't know, I never know, in one of these corners, I will put the definition of what trichotillomania is, and I will basically just give you my experience and what it came from and how I live with it. So basically, it's a hair pulling disorder, hence why those of you who know me know that I rarely have eyelashes. Like, rarely. Like, I'll let them grow. In one instance, like, one incident happens where I'm extremely stressed out, or I have like an anxiety attack and bald. My eyelids are bald right now. Well, I have lashes on the corner of my eyes. I don't have bottom lashes, but like the mid to inside lashes are always gone. And I kind of have it, well, not kind of, I have issues with picking at the crown of my head, like right in this area, which is why I keep my hair cut most of the time. I used to have like, my hair used to stop like, you know, right here. And it was easier to cover up like the short patches from me picking at my hair when I had longer hair. Well, because I started cutting my hair, it's not easy to cover up the short patches. Therefore, me buying a wig or whatever to wear, or me wearing weave, and I kind of keep my hair cut short because it's easy for me not to pick when it's short, because the hair isn't long enough for me to just, you know, grab And it's not like I'm sitting here just like, oh my God, you know, just yanking. It's just like a slowly grabbing, I don't know if y'all can see this, grabbing a piece of hair and just twirling at it and just, you know, picking at it subconsciously. Sometimes I know I'm doing it, like if I'm super stressed and I'm just like, oh my God. And then sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it, but for the most part, and then I'll sit here and I'll pull at my lashes and I'm like, okay. But any kind of stressful environment that I'm in tend to trigger my trick. So backstory, I started doing it when I was 13. I'm not folding any clothes, and it's supposed to be a chick chat and do laundry. I started doing it when I was 13 years old, and it comes from a traumatic experience. My traumatic experience was my house burning down. So I think subconsciously, Caleb, go finish eating your food. You're not full. Finish eating your food. What did I say? Go sit at your table and eat your food. So I think subconsciously it was just a fear of being homeless. So that's what triggered my trick. I was 13, and I think it starts, you know, around adolescent ages. But the Facebook group that I follow, I've seen some people say their 2-year and 3-year-old do it. They pull at their hair and they don't know why they're doing it. But I'm like, it started for me when I was 13 years old because my house burned down. So I was afraid of being homeless, not having any clothes, any shoes, you know, staying in a hotel. It was just a real bad experience for me. So that's what triggered my trick. So after that, it was just like a downhill spiral. Like I never recovered from it. And eventually I told my mom about it, about me just having this urge to do it. So we went to a dermatologist because she would notice like patches of my hair missing or patches of my hair being short, my eyelids being bald. She would just notice it. So the dermatologist told us years ago, like years ago, that that's what it was. But I honestly thought it was something that I would grow out of. But here I am, 26 years old, 13 years later, and I still deal with it. So that let me know, like, okay, I can't get over it on my own. I have to seek help. So, I've gone to therapy. I've gone to see psychiatrists. And, you know, they have, like, they say they have, like, you know, antidepressants help. Behavioral therapy helps. I've seen CBD oil helps. Shock therapy. They even have like these little wristbands for people who have like, it's like it shocks you, like when it feels your hand motion going up to your head, it shocks you to remind you not to do it, because a lot of people do it and they're not aware that they're doing it because they're just so used to doing it. It's just second nature. They just like people who, you know, pick their skin, or people who bite their nails. You don't really realize that you're doing it until, dang, all my nails are gone. Dang, I can't put on no lashes with this makeup because I done pulled all the top of my lashes off. And when you get to those moments where you realize, you know, dang, I done pulled all my lashes off, that causes more stress, because now I'm freaking out like, oh my God, all my progress is gone. I've went a month without doing it, and I've grown my lashes, and my lashes are pretty, and I can wear individuals, and I can put on strips and all this stuff. And now I can't do that because I don't have nothing to stick to. So, yeah, like, I don't want to make this seem better than other situations, but you know, everybody handle their stress and anxiety differently. I would much rather do this compared to, you know, relieving my anxiety and my stress through alcohol. I would rather do this than be an alcoholic. I would rather do this than be addicted to drugs, or to be a cutter, or to, you know, be suicidal. I've never been suicidal. I've never had like a deep depression. It's really just like anxiety for the most part. But it's just something that I've been dealing with for 13 years. And guys, when I tell you, I have been teased. I have been teased. I have been bullied. I have everything that you could possibly think from anybody you could possibly, family members, friends, co-workers, classmates, everybody who could possibly tease me about it, teases me about it, or has teased me about it before. So it's very, very, it's just like something that I've kept, like, of course, if you know me and you notice that, you know, I'm missing some lashes, I can't hide that. But I've never just come out and openly said, this is why I don't have any eyelashes at this moment. This is why I have on a wig, or like, unless you're like super, super close and dear to me, I've never really just opened up about it, because I'm very insecure about it. Like, very, very insecure about it. And it's stressful. It's stressful dealing with it. It's stressful talking about it. It's stressful because people, you know, like, okay, well, what do you have to have anxiety about? You know, what do you have to be depressed about? And if you are in an African-American family, up until the recent years, they don't believe in depression and anxiety and PTSD, and they don't believe in none of it unless you've been like overseas in a war with your legs blown off. They just do not believe that you could possibly be depressed or have any kind of anxiety or anything like that to that nature. They just don't, it's just impossible. You have a roof over your head, you have a car, you have a job, you have clothes on your back, you have shoes on your feet. What's the problem? You know, like, there's not any other issues. Like, you can have everything in the world. It's celebrities. It's celebrities with hella money, hella cars, hella clothes, shoes, multiple houses, with millions in their bank accounts, who are depressed and have anxiety. And most of the time they deal with it with drugs or alcohol. You see a lot of celebrities, they commit suicide too, because people are constantly telling them they don't have no reason to feel the way they feel. But people should really stop trying to tell people how they should feel and just listen and try to understand that, you know, it's a chemical imbalance in your head. Like, nobody wants to wake up feeling how they feel, or having a panic attack, or having some kind of disorder. So it's been so many times where people would tell me, Chelsea, just stop. Like, just stop plucking at your lashes. Like, why do you? And it's like, so you don't think that if I could have stopped doing it, I would have stopped? Are you stupid? No, you just ignorant. You just ignorant. That's what that is. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly been wanting to make this video for a long time, because like I said, I follow these people on Facebook and they're always sharing their stories and they're always just being so open and coming out with it. And I'm just like, I'm never going to make a post, introduce myself, tell them why, when, where. I'm never going to do that because I'm so insecure about it. And it's kind of like, I don't know, like I know none of my friends, or I feel like none of my Facebook friends are on these pages, but you just never know who can see what on Facebook. So I've just been real like hesitant on doing that stuff. But I really been want to make a video for a long time. I've just been afraid to put myself out there. Like, I've been afraid of what anybody who sees the video may think. But then at the same time, it's like, I know it's people. I know it's somebody who I personally know who probably goes through the exact same thing. They just don't know what it is, why they do it. They don't know what started it. And I kind of want to, you know, have somebody close to me who I can vent to or talk about it to, or something like, you know, just something to that nature. It's good to have people to talk to about stuff like this, because it's just good to have somebody to relate to at the very least. So I don't know, I just wanted to make a video about it. I'm probably wasting my time even talking on camera about this, because I'm probably not going to post this, or if I post it, it's probably going to be days later or weeks later or months later. I don't know. But it's just been on my heart to post it and to get it off my chest so people can stop asking me. This is my one-time explanation. This is why I be naked-eyed. For everybody who like to crack jokes and talk crap and all that stuff, this is why I'm just not out here. I don't have alopecia. I don't have cancer. I've been asked on numerous, if I could count the amount of times I've been asked if I had cancer. And people just ask you any damn thing. Like, they don't even know they just ask you anything. Like, if I did have cancer, thank you. Thank you for inquiring about my health. Like, but you're not doing it to be helpful. You're doing it to be nosy. So, yes, Caleb. You don't like the rice? I bet you didn't even try the rice. You just don't want to eat the rice. So yeah, I'll go ahead. This video is already longer than I expected it to be. So I'll go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, send some positive, encouraging words. If you come across this video and you share the same experience as me, you can definitely write me on one of my social medias. My social medias are always posted in my description box, and we can have a conversation about it, and we can, get to know one another and share our experience and have a cope buddy, I guess. And yeah, I got kind of teary-eyed in some of the parts, but I'm a thug, so I ain't gonna cry on camera, because I just don't believe in crying on camera and posting it, for that matter. So yeah, this is my truth. I have an OCD/mental disorder, whatever you want to call it. I'm not crazy. This is just what I have. I deal with it day by day. So please stop asking me. Please stop asking me. Be courteous. And yeah, I'll go ahead and close this video. See you guys on the next one.